Just in case you haven't used SynthEyes before, let me give you a brief overview over the interface. You have some panels that you can see here on the left, and you can change these panels by clicking on these items. So currently we are in the summary panel, but you can change that also to the roto panel, feature panel, tracker panel, lens, calculator, and so on. I will go into details later, of course, during the tutorial, but for now I really want to leave it at that and go ahead and open up our first shot. To do that, we just go to File, Open, or hit Command O, or if you are on a PC, then just Control O. There we can select our image sequence, and then select the first image, and then just hit Open. And that will bring you to the Edit Shot menu. Now here you can do the basic setup of your scene. For example, you can set the start and end frame, you can set the frame rate, interlacing, process depth, and so on. I have been shooting in NTSC, so I can use that preset here and just click that button, and that will set my frame rate. If you have been using or shooting in the European standard, you can just press that preset button, or for film, that one. Well, for if you have interlacing, of course you can set this here. If you are working with a DPX image sequence, for example from a film scan or something like that, where you want to preserve a higher bit rate or bit process depth, then you can change that here from 8-bit, which we are currently into, to 16-bit or even to floating point. But that of course will also have an impact on the memory usage, and you can control that down here. If you are working with floating point, then this will use a lot of memory. Currently 9 GB of RAM would be used if we would use floating point. So let's set this back to 8-bit, because we don't need this higher bitrate, and this will only use 2 GB of RAM. So this is everything alright. Just hit OK, and this will open up the shot. And you can see this is changing from red to white, and everything that's white is loaded in the RAM, and everything that's red has still to be loaded in the memory in order to for SynthEyes to be able to process that.